What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist here with
Gersh1.
And we're back at it to answer your questions in another episode of For the Great Tur.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. It's easier for us to filter when it's labeled as question, which is what Dragon Punch 903 did. Can the Emperor still communicate in the state he currently is in? So if you don't know, if you're new to Warhammer 40K, the Emperor is still alive. He is not dead. He is just sitting on the golden throne, skeleton and all. He's probably not all skeleton.
Well, he's almost pretty much a skeleton.
Rigor Mortis is a bitch.
Rick and Morty.
So he's sitting there. He doesn't really communicate except with probably the Adeptus Custodes.
Yeah, Adeptus Custodes, because they're there chilling with him, you know, keeping guard. And he does talk to other people, because, you know, main thing, the most recent thing is Guilliman. Guilliman was resurrected, and he came to see the Emperor face to face. He spoke to the Emperor, and the Emperor's like, yo, take my sword. So, yeah, he does communicate.
In the past, he's also communicated with the, what was that Sister of Battle's name? Well, the founder, or one of the head sisters of the Sisters of Battle, she went in there to communicate with the Emperor, and the Emperor was like, yo, kill Van Dire Goge, who's fucking up my Imperium.
Yep.
And she did.
Yeah. Because at first, they were actually under his order, because they believed him to be the real Messiah. But then after talking to the Emps, he set them straight.
It's actually a really good story. Check out our 40 facts on the Sisters of Battle, because it has to do with, like, you know, hat tricks and Rosariuses, and it's pretty badass. And then finally, the other way he can communicate is through the warp. It is prophesized, no, it's a rumor, that the Legion of the Damned are directly connected to the Emperor. The Emperor is actually controlling them like a Chaos God would control their demons.
Think of them as demons of the Emperor.
Is it true? Who knows? But we'll see.
This next question is... I don't know, because I don't have it up.
I have one from All Might. What would you say is the strongest army, and what's the weakest gameplay-wise?
Easily the weakest, I'd have to say, with the orcs.
Because I've never... Well, that's not... Yeah, they are. The problem with orcs is not so much... No, everything's wrong with the orcs. But like the major part about the orcs is there's no diversity. They're not good in close combat when you actually get into it. When you put them up against another close combat army like the Tyranids, you put in a squad of Gene Stealers against a squad of Meganobs, Meganobs ain't gonna do anything. Their flamers suck. Their shooting sucks. The only good thing, I guess, is the, I really like the Deathcopters. Deathcopters are cool, but they're expensive now. There's just a lot of things wrong with the orcs. What's the best?
Best, I'd have to easily say Space Marines. Especially those with the chapter tactics of the Salamanders. In the most recent battle reports that you guys have seen, we've played against the Salamanders pretty much all the time. And they are a force to be reckoned with. Especially when you know what to do with the whole buffs. So example, you know, captains giving them rerolls. Tech Marines? Yeah, Tech Marines, you know, healing your vehicles. It's a pretty nasty army, especially when you're like, all right, I'm going to go charge them. You know, they hit you with flamers, they shoot at you. If somebody has a melta-gun, oh, chapter tactics, reroll, I hit you. So, it's a pretty nasty army out there.
Yeah, I would agree. Next question.
This one's by Nicoderm Chekowski. Question: is it possible to put an ordinary human into a dreadnought armor? No. And I feel like it's going to be too much strain on a regular human body, and they're just going to be mush inside of a sarcophagus.
Yep, and then you need those holes that we talked about that Space Marines have. What are they called? Well, the thing that the black carapace connects to.
Right.
That are filled with oil, and if you stick your finger in it, you get oily fingers. Next question comes from DJ Dragon Hulk. He has two questions. Do you think I could send you guys the details of my fan chapter in the Warhammer 40K, for you guys to do a 40 facts on? If so, just tell me how to do this.
For sure. The easiest place is just message us on Facebook. Or send us an email at OneMindSyndicate1
@gmail.com. And then your second question is, since it seems that GW is slowly bringing back all Primarchs, when do you think Vulcan will be announced, released? Not this year.
Yeah, probably won't be for a while, because usually they do release their Primarchs in coalition, in conjunction with their armies or something like that. Obviously, with Salamanders, they're kind of lumped in with generic Space Marine chapters, yeah. So there's got to be some kind of storyline to where Vulcan returns, and then that's when he'll come out.
Yeah, because they're gonna focus on the standalone chapters first. So Dark Angels, Blood Angels, and Space Wolves. At least I think.
Well, for sure, Blood Angels and Dark Angels are coming out next month, I believe, or maybe at the end of this month. And then we have Demons coming up first thing in the next year.
Yep. Next question.
Naren Lord. I just abandoned my Skitari starting box to finance my Adeptus Custodes. I want less squishy, more melee. So I bought the Talons of the Emperor box because the Custodes only have 3 units. The Guard, the Venerable Dreadnought, and a Land Raider. So now I need an HQ. Who should I choose? I was thinking about going with Saint Celestine because she goes good with the whole Golden Throne model. So you will probably be the best one to answer this.
Choose an Inquisitor because that's what I did. I mean, when you're playing something like that, though, you really have to be invested in the lore behind it. Otherwise, like I don't think that there's an HQ model out there. There's not enough options within the Talons of the Emperor for you to be like oh, this is a beastly model or whatever.
If you're playing 7th edition Horus Heresy, then yeah, you've got the Telemon Dreadnought, you got 2 other Contemptor Custodes Dreadnought, and you've got like 2 or 3 types of tanks as well as like an airship.
So do that.
Yeah.
Because Forge World does have 8th edition rules, and from the battle reports that you've seen, whenever somebody brings in Forge World models, they fucking destroy things. So, do that.
Yeah. Go ahead and look at Forge World, see what they can offer you. But for now, Saint Celestine is a good option if you're going for a cheap leader Inquisitor.
Yep.
Because they're only like what, 100 points max.
Yeah. Next question. I have one from Olak. Is Gersh 1? It's G-U-R-S-H, and then 1. You got that right. Puerto Rican. The way you pronounce words like L in them, or words with L in them, makes me think so. I'm gonna try this. Hold on. What's a good L word? Lorgar. Lickaton. I don't think I sound Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans, what do they do? They drop their R's and replace it with W's, right?
I thought it was L's.
I thought it was W's. So it's like Ricardo. So it would be like with a D. So they replace it with a D.
Ricardo.
So the R sounds like a D.
Like DiCaprio.
Like Puerto Rico. Nah, I don't know. No, I'm not Puerto Rican, as you can tell, because I don't even know there.
In the last video, we talked about how this guy is very good at linguistics. So there's your not option. There's your example.
Yes, I just have a speech impediment. It's called the Gershwinitis. Next question.
This one is by oh geez, Alexander Crowe. Sorry, I had a frog stuck in my throat. I'm looking to make lore for my Tyranid army, and I'm wondering where it should take place. I don't know. The idea is that my Tyranid High Fleet invades a High Fleet world, and the Guardsmen turn to chaos because nobody is coming for their aid.
That's actually good. That's really good.
If anyone would come to save them, would they order exterminatus on the planet or fight alongside them? I don't know. Tyranids are cool.
Tyranids are really cool, so it sounds like you get really good lore.
Yeah, like, it's the beginnings of this sounds pretty amazing. Keep going with it, and then send it to us, and we'll showcase it.
Yeah, I mean you're good. I don't think you need our help. You're setting it up really really nicely.
Yeah, you've got a great founding. Keep going, man.
Keep going.
I don't know.
Next question comes from Fan2K1. Can a Owen Throat be possessed by chaos, or can Tyranids in general be possessed by chaos? No. Oh wait, no, yeah. So yeah, because there's Nurgle, Tyranids,
yeah.
and I'm pretty sure that there'll be some other ones in the future.
I want to see them Slaneshi Tyranids. When my tentacle.
There you go, tentacle porn, all day, every day. But yes, so they can be corrupted.
Yeah, I haven't seen it like legit lore wise, or is Nurgle Tyranids in the lore? It's in mini wargaming.
Yeah, so if mini wargaming did it, then it's legit. It's canon. Next question.
This is a pretty interesting one. Ben Newman. Why didn't the Emperor create an STC containing all of humanity's knowledge, maintain it, and then following the Age of Strife, come out with it guns blazing? He knew all this would happen. He has the tech at his disposal, so why not?
He didn't know that all this was going to happen. He's not a future teller. What are they called?
A fortune teller?
No, but it has a name in 40K. Prognosticator.
There you go.
He's not a prognosticator to that extent. And the STCs were not created by the Emperor. The STCs were created by humans. And at the time that the STCs were created, the Emperor was just in the background, chilling, observing humanity and making sure that humanity was taking the right paths.
At one point, he also fought a dragon, but you know, that's not here or there.
Yeah, it's whatever. And so he wouldn't have wanted to do that because he wants to leave humans to, you know, fend for themselves.
Unless there's dragons involved.
Unless there's dragons involved, of course.
Luke Arsiguel. Which Primarch do you think will return next and why? Gershwin?
I believe it's going to be the Lion.
Lionel Johnson.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, Lionel Johnson.
Yeah.
Like we said before, the Blood Angels and the Dark Angels are coming out, and there's rumors that the Lion will be coming out with this release. So, awesomeness.
Yes.
So get those monies ready, because Christmas is coming, and so is the Lion, apparently. Well,
supposedly.
Yeah.
Daniel Trujillo. Are you guys interested in Warhammer monthly comics? Thanks, guys. Love the show. I've been to the comic book store. We have Graham Cracker Comics in our hood, and every time I go in there, the dude brings up the whole Warhammer comics. But no, I've never gotten into it.
No, I haven't really dove into that aspect of it, but I think it'd be pretty cool.
Next question.
Dylan Shepard. Do you think GW will be releasing more Adeptus Mechanicus models? They were kind of shafted with their Codex release.
No, I think they're just gonna like jump them over.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna release too much on anything that's already come out, unless it's Space Marine related, because you'll have new Primaris stuff, I'm sure of it. But yeah, so like Imperial Guard, you know, Skitarii, I think for at least a long time you won't see much out of them.
Yeah. And this is the last question. Stop players. Could you open your window just for a second? Don't be scared. I banished most of the demons behind it. No. And those were the questions.
Yeah. Thank you for sending those questions our way. Again, if you didn't get to it, send it even, you know, today, tomorrow. Doesn't matter. Send it every day.
Except not on the previous week's videos, because we won't answer those. On today's video.
The most recent for the Greater Walls.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, that's all we got. Don't forget to hit us up on our Patreon page. Simple $1 gets you some more content. We've also got a Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
Pinterest. Thank you guys so much for everything, and see you tomorrow. Gershwin.
Sound Alchemist, out of here.